Kia ora te whānau, thank you very much for tuning in here today for another episode with the Aquarium Project. I have been a little bit quiet recently particularly on Facebook and YouTube, but across social media in general. I've been having some mental stuff going on that's not fun. But yeah, that's kind of why. But of course, I'm still around. If you have any questions in that, feel free to ask away. But I thought what we'll do today, it's been a little while actually since we've done one of these, so I thought why don't we just have a little look around the shop and see what cool stuff we can find, show you guys some bits and pieces, and hopefully inspire you or give you some good ideas or spark some thoughts, some questions, all that kind of thing. So yeah, let's dive straight into that, shall we? So this is the first tank that you'll see when you come in. I'll just quickly grab some footage of this guy because he's never really out and about, but this is a black ghost knife. Got a green serum there, a bunch of featherfin synodontis. I think there's maybe like 5 or 6 or so in here, and then our big Oscar. This tank only just got fed like not too long ago. Probably should have fed them after I filmed video, but I'm not that clever. But that's this tank here. This is one of my favorites. Like, I just love Oscars. This tank really showcases the big fella, and yeah, I really get a lot out of it, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. Over this side, we've got our mixed Mbuna tank. So we've got redfin Trophiops, red top Lycoma, albino blue zebra, and elongatus impanga, and a couple other little bits and pieces. But yeah, this is a really fun little mix. I do really love the Mbunas. I think they're such fantastic fish. And this is one that I really enjoy, and I think it's like a fun, easy kind of tank for everybody. This one here's a little kind of easy Neolamprologus brevis tank, a little shell dweller tank. It probably could do with a bit of a glass clean in that, so I'll do that after this. But yeah, as you can see, the algae, I did make a video a wee while ago about how we're dealing with so much algae. As you can see, much better. A little bit of cyanobacteria here and there, a little bit of green hair algae in that, but nowhere near as bad as it was. Kind of just goes to show that time really does do magic for all kinds of like algae and all this kind of thing. So this tank houses the parents, those ones I just showed you. I won't really be able to show you the fish. Like, there's the top of his fin, there's the side of one of them. They're not the most out and about fellas, but yeah, it's a breeding tank. Not pretty, but not supposed to be. Got my little crypt wenty in a vase, growing well. Got a bit of dust in that, but no, that's going well. This tank is a random holding tank for plants and that, bits of wood. I don't know what I'm going to do with this tank. It's got to go, but I'm just trying to work out exactly how it's going to go, where it's going to go, all that kind of thing. I think most likely one of our employees is going to take it home, so that'll be fun. And then this tank is on water change day, so it's not the prettiest again, but it's our ever popular high-tech planted cherry barb tank. There's like 50-50 mix of long fin and short fin, but I really love the cherry barbs. They're probably like my favorite community fish. Just so much fun. Can't really go wrong. So yeah, that's this one here. On this side here, we've got one of my pet passions, I guess, is our Julita stick feldy. I haven't pulled a pair out of here to breed yet because, so if you missed that video, we're going to be breeding these guys. But I was going to pull a pair out next time I did a water change, and then I forgot last time, so next time I do a water change, I'll pull out a pair and chuck them in here. This one is also just holding a whole bunch of random plants, and there's one Dickfeldy in here that one of our customers had, but it was fighting with the other Dickfeldy, so he's got this whole tank to himself. I can't really chuck him back in here, otherwise he will just get killed. So, not gonna lie, haven't exactly figured out what I'm gonna do with that guy yet, but hey, we'll get around to it. And then on this side is Frank the Tank, the axolotl. There's his head, there's his butt, and he doesn't really come out that much. This is just his little tank here. I have a bit of a dilemma with Frank. I really want to take him home because I miss him. But all you guys seem to absolutely love him. So I do need an axolotl in here, I think, but I'm kind of considering, do I just rescue another one and then take Frank home? But you guys tell me, what would suit best? What would be a good idea for you, do you reckon? You lovely folks always seem to be interested, so I'll just quickly show you the dry goods. We are actually scaling back our dry goods operation. This is probably going to be a bit of a separate video, but we are changing up what we're doing a bit. So yeah, there isn't, you'll notice the shelves aren't as packed as they often are, but you know, there's still good selection and all that kind of thing. But yeah, just not quite as much as we normally have. So yeah, I'll just kind of scan over it, give you guys a quick overview just so you can kind of know what's around, know what's going on. But yeah, nothing too crazy, I don't think, unless I've forgotten something, which is entirely possible. I've also got these shells here for people to have for free. This guy just was moving house who lived across the road, and he asked if I wanted them because he was just going to throw them in the bin otherwise. So just been giving them like kids and stuff. I don't know anything about them, but you know, they're free. So if you want some shells, come grab them. But yeah, then otherwise on this side we've got our Lake Malawi peacock and hap tank. This is like one of those ones that's a big showstopper for us. A lot of our service clients have Malawi tanks, and it's kind of, in terms of retail, probably our specialty, I'd say. I have actually been looking at it, and it is missing some stuff. Like, there's some really cool fish I should get. The stock is a little bit thin, but as you can see, we've got a big platinum OBR biter running the show. The blue dolphins getting some nice size to them. Some of the OBs are getting some fantastic color. I did actually, this is going to make me sound like such a loser, but I did have a dream about this fish yesterday, just how cool it was. Last night, I was like telling someone about it, so yeah. But no, I do love that tank, and it's one of my best, I must say. Whoops, one of my best. So this tank up here is our Geophagus Taupos fry tank. Well, not so much fry, but raising tank. As you can see, there they are. They're cool fish, but I did move them over here a couple weeks ago from the other tank just to give them a little bit more room. But yeah, they're always good fun. Can't beat them. We've also got a long-fin albino bristlenose, and there is a calico bristlenose back there. But that is about it. Also, this is my Anubias mini coin. As you can see, it's dying, so my bad, but you know, I'll do my best. This tank, I got to change this tank up. I think this is going to turn into a display tank, but there's like a couple convicts in there, and then as you can see, a bunch of random wood. This is on my list of things to make pretty for later today. Across here we got red parrot and King Kong parrot. This King Kong parrot has been swimming kind of weird, so I don't know what's going on with him. He's not technically for sale at the moment. And then we got a red parrot. There's a red parrot. But yeah, those guys there. I've actually had like quite a few people try to buy them, but they're pretty big fish. You know, you will need a good 4-foot tank to put them in. You know, they're not going to be the most suitable to go with other fish, all this kind of thing. So please do make sure you have enough room, but obviously if you don't, we will not sell them to you. But you know, same idea. This tank is currently under treatment. The peacocks and haps are in here are fine. We've got OB colony, sunshine colony, this Taiwan reef that copped a bit of beating in one of the other tanks, and we've got a lithobates that, where is he? Here. I honestly have no idea where that lithobates came from. It just turned up one day. But the Lilupi have got this random spot thing. I always deal with it. I don't think it's Epistylus, but chuck tonic in it and it goes away. But no matter what I try, any time I get fish in from this one particular breeder, like I know for a fact they're fine when they arrive, but they just get this random spot thing. So that's weird. We obviously treat them, and like I haven't taken the prices off here, but they're not for sale until everything's sweet as. But yeah, it's one of those weird ones. I honestly don't know what's going on. But yeah, don't worry, it's not. If any customer was to run into this issue, we'd give people tonic to use to clear it up and that for free. But it's just one of those weird ones. Honestly, I got no answer. This one, honestly, so everyone will know about my Livingstone dilemma. Basically, I got a bunch of Livingstone in for someone ages ago who didn't end up taking them, so they've been here. But honestly, I'm actually vibing with them hard. I actually really like these fish. I might be in danger of putting them in a client's tank or something. But yeah, they've been breeding. There's a few holding, like there's this one back here holding. Mouthful of eggs. I don't know, I think I saw 3 the other day. And then we got some, there's one back there. And then we also got some Red Empress females. I do have a male, so it'll go as a colony, I think. Well, a breeding group, I think, what is it? It'll be 1 male, 3 females. But I did put the male in this tank over here. So the male will be out of that tank there. It's just the male Empress was having some issues with these male Livingstone. So we moved them. But yeah, that's what's going on in that tank. This tank, bunch of random stuff. I don't have any real cool big African. Well, I do have cool ones, but not a lot of big ones. So I am having some aggression issues, so I am gonna have to find some more or split them up or something. They're all fine. There's not any, as you can see, there's not any damage with it. It's just one of those annoying things when they're not playing nice. And then we got my big old bristlenose that everyone tries to buy that is not for sale. That was like the first fish I ever bought when I opened the shop, so that was cool. This tank, bunch of assorted peacocks and haps. There's banshees, OB peacocks. Oh, I did notice a female OB holding, so that one slipped through the net. But yeah, there's a bunch of OBs and stuff. Nothing too crazy, but some cool stuff. Blue dolphin, all that kind of thing. Then we come to the Mbuna, so we've got redfin trophiops, red top lycoma, mpanga, white labs. Probably that's about it. But yeah, some cool fun stuff there. And then that tank is, this tank is where the Lelupi came out of, so I put them under treatment anyway, but everything's fine, but I thought better safe than sorry. Then we come to this side. This was just some guppies that someone is coming to pick up. They already bought them, but couldn't take them, so we got them hanging out here. This tank, what do we got? Some flying foxes, bristlenoses. That's about it. This tank, we got black skirt tetras and gold bristlenoses. The gold bristlenoses are all hiding, of course, because I'm trying to show someone. This tank, we've got the blue rams. I love blue rams. They're such pretty fish. They just look like little snappers, I reckon. But yeah, they're really cool. And then we got the hillstream loaches. Fantastic little algae eater, and I think unfairly have a reputation of being hard to keep, because I don't think that is at all true. This is a fun little tank here. We got the Julii corridors, Bolivian rams, otter cichlids, and ember tetras. This is like a fun little, like, I don't know, interesting mix, I'd say. Maybe they're not the world's most colourful fish, but really fun and really interesting. This tank here, we've got the apple snails, female guppies, and what's that? Green fire tetras. The guppies thing is funny because, I don't know, people just always kept asking me for female guppies, but they wanted like cool ones, so I've got these like bright white ones in, and you can't really see it, but they're just super cool fish. Like, I don't know, they look shiny. It's awesome. This tank, we've got black mollies and a betta and a rosy tetra and a peldanio. I don't know if anyone else in the industry has this, but I always get random one-off fish like surrendered to me, or I find them in random tags, all this kind of thing. So I don't like it, but like if I order in Peldanios, I'm not going to sell. Like, they're not going to sell. So what I generally do is I'll just take them, you know, let the people surrender them to me and whatever, and I'll just give them. If someone comes in with Peldanios, I'm like, oh, do you want another one? Then that way they can get their, you know, life. This is my bulbitis that I'm growing, and this is the first time I've ever had bulbitis not just completely disintegrate. And then there's a big bristlenose in here. This one I'm gonna redo and like completely rescape in that, but I'm just waiting for the last of these bristlenoses to get caught. There's like one big one, and then there's heaps of little ones, and I just catch them whenever I see them, but you know, can't catch them all. Not a Pokemans. This one is all the assorted guppies. Like, this is kind of a bit of a lucky dip. Sometimes you'll find some pretty awesome ones in here, and then otherwise they're like cheap ones for like kids and that, so can't beat a good guppy. This one is the cherry barbs, glow light tetras, and mollies. These are like the whitish kind of mollies, but I love cherry barbs, as we've discussed. And there's ramshorn snails for sale too. But yeah, I love cherry barbs, and everyone loves them, so that's why we keep a lot. This side we got Beckford's pencil fish. We've got some longfin albino bristlenoses in here somewhere, and pygmy cories. Pygmy cories are awesome. They're like, as you can see, swimming mid-water. It's a bit fun, a bit different. What more like active kind of cories? That'll be the one. This one we got some platies and heaps of mystery snails. Shout out to Danny, who is my lovely mystery snail breeder, but we've got quite a few, shall we say. So we might have to run a sale on mystery snails or something, eh? This tank is still here, but actually the guy's coming to pick them up today. This is the ones I've been looking after for a few months for a guy who's been on holiday. There's a zebra pleco in there, which is why prized possession, and obviously an otter cichlids in the front. This side we've got the plants. I do have to harvest some more plants to fill it up, but it's quite cool, and I love the, as you can see, more cherry barbs. I am breeding them in here. Not hugely successful, but successful enough. We get some fry, and it's just a bit of fun. Something to look cool. Wow, looking at this on the camera, I should probably clean the glass in that one. This one is the gold white cloud mountain minnows. They're fantastic fish, like the perfect substitute for a goldfish. Easy to keep, pretty colors, easy to breed. Pretty much any good thing that'll fit. This tank is angelfish, 3 angels. These are really nice angels, and I'm really sad they haven't sold too well. Probably because I paid way too much for them, so they're quite expensive. But yeah, they're really cool. And we've got some cherry barbs, some golden barbs, and a couple other bits and pieces. This side we've got a pearl gourami, black angel, and then you can see one dwarf rainbow, and then heaps of bristlenose. Then this side we've got the snakeskin gourami and tons of crebensis. Crebensis for Africa, if you will, but being an African fish is the joke. This side we've just got a pearl gourami. I did actually sell a bunch of fish out of here just before, so I haven't moved fish around to put in there, but yeah. And then this side is empty, but that is where the goldfish live. Then this one here is our male guppies, our fancy male imported guppies. Can't beat a good guppy, eh? Everyone loves them. Kids, adults, fish people, non-fish people. What more could you want? Then bada bing, bada boom, we've got the big monster predator rogue tank. Got a bunch of Oscars, an arowana, 2 common plecos, and an ornate baisha. These guys are crowd favorites for good reason, I reckon. So yeah, gotta love them. So yeah, I think that kind of concludes our little store tour for the day. You will notice we are a little light on stock in terms of fish and that. That's basically because it is kind of like the quiet time of year for retail. So yeah, we're not carrying too much, just obviously, you know, no point carrying all these fish if they're not selling. So it is a bit quiet at the moment, but you know, we still get stuff in, still obviously well stocked. If you want anything in particular, of course, we can always get it in for you. But yeah, that's kind of why you might not see the tanks as packed as they often are. But yeah, otherwise, aside from that, let me know what you guys think, what you like, what you didn't like. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, it really helps us out. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!